Hello people, let's do this. Today we talk about Zeitgeist, corporations, money and hypocrisy. This video follows an argument that I've heard several times coming from Zeitgeist members. It goes like this. I say Zeitgeist, like the movement should become a corporation, start making money, like really big bucks, one way or another, and then follow its goals. Like free the whales, make energy, and free everybody, spend one day a year working and rely the rest of the year on machines and automation. That's all good. The reply from members is that the movement couldn't do that. It couldn't just become a corporation and start making money, because that would be hypocrisy. It's not okay. So a movement that's against money and corporations cannot become a corporation and make money, even for a while on a temporary basis. And here's my reply in this video. I'd say that would not be hypocrisy, and stay with me so we can follow the logic. The logic is this. Let's assume you're a father and you have a family. You have like 4 sons to feed or something. And sometimes, if you want to feed your kids, you have to take a shitty job, at least for a while, until you can find something better to do. And then, yeah, that's all good. I mean, if you're just you by yourself, you can then talk principle and refuse any and all shitty jobs and just stay with your integrity and be awesome like that. If you have other people depending on you, the more people you have depending on you, the more you have to sort of loosen up your principles if there's a problem of putting food on the table, right? If your kids are starving, you don't get to preach to anyone about how they should feed your kids, or how they should feed their kids, right? So you don't have any authority in terms of how people should feed their families until your family is at least reasonably well fed, right? In other words, if McDonald's puts food on your table for your kids, and you cannot do it because you're whatever, then from that position you don't get the authority to talk shit about McDonald's, about how their food is crappy and it's unhealthy and so on and so forth. Even if that's true, you don't have the authority to do it, because that would be just biting the hand that feeds you, right? So yeah, find someone else to feed your kids, or you do it yourself, and then you can talk all you want about McDonald's and evil corporations and so on and so forth. Coming back to the movement, the Zeitgeist Movement, I see that most or all of their members are working people, have jobs, mostly for the large corporations that we are a part of, willingly or otherwise, right? So even if people who own their own businesses, they still use money that is state-made or corporation-made money, and they support the system. So I would submit to the Zeitgeist Movement that you don't get to talk shit about the system as long as you have nothing to put in place. Start offering something, anything, in terms of real resources to your members, and then you'll be able to talk shit and spread propaganda about the current system we have today. And also I'm with you on that. The day I see any sort of Zeitgeist factory opening in my neighborhood, I'm going to show up to see what I can do. Just volunteer my time and just see if they pay in resources even better. So that's cool. Anything real that's happening in the real world, I'm for it. Most of your ideas are good. As long as you just, right now, as I perceive it, the Zeitgeist Movement is like a father that's drunk in some bar, talking about how people should feed their kids, while his kids are starving or begging in the street or being on welfare and fed by the state, right? And that doesn't strike me as particularly trustworthy or in any way something to follow and to look up to. So yeah, I think that's hypocritical, right? So not getting a job and feeding your kids is hypocritical as much as hanging out in a bar, letting your kids starve or work for themselves, fend for themselves on the street or in gangs or whatever, and then talk high and mighty, oh my god, I'm so awesome, I have all these funny ideas, right? That doesn't work. So much for this video, and another one coming up soon.